Meeta was very happy with her railway job. The entire day would fly by without her even realizing it. When Meeta got the job, there were many employees in the department. But now, if she were to get the job, it would be very difficult to work because the era of online work has arrived and most office tasks are done online. Thankfully, Fadasi Babu had taught her a little bit about computers. Days would fly by like this, and Meeta lived alone. Cooking for oneself takes a lot of time, so she would often eat from the canteen and have a couple of cups of tea. Her father, Gajendra Singh, was also in the railway department and he had passed away while on duty. Meeta got a compassionate appointment in his place. She lived in Indore while her entire family lived in Chittor. She would visit them once a month. Her family consisted of her mother, two younger brothers, and a younger sister. Meeta was the eldest and had to shoulder the responsibilities. She got her brothers and sisters married while working in the railway department. Everyone was happy in their own homes. She had even built a big house in Chittor, which was now filled with her brothers, sister-in-law, and their children. But in fulfilling these responsibilities, she had forgotten her own life and had not been able to build a home for herself. Whenever she visited Chittor, she would feel happy seeing her sister-in-law and their children. Whenever she asked her mother to come live with her mother would refuse, saying she found happiness in her grandchildren. She would tell Meeta to come live in Chittor after retirement and enjoy life with the children. Meeta knew that whenever she visited Chittor, she would be busy taking care of the children, while her brothers and sister-in-law would go out to enjoy themselves, leaving her with the responsibility. In Indore, she had her railway duties, and in Chittor, she had the duty of taking care of the children. Her dreams of traveling and enjoying life had turned to ashes. The pandemic had also disrupted many lives. Meeta lost one of her brothers to COVID-19, who left behind two children. Her sister-in-law was now living for the sake of the children. Her other brother worked in a private company and had two children. Meeta had 6 months left for retirement and was worried about what she would do after retiring. Would she go to Chittor and become a caretaker for her sister-in-law and the children, or she would live alone in Indore? She had no one to rely on. Then she remembered Madhukar from the engineering department, who had asked her several times about how she would spend her life after retirement. He had told her that she had spent her life taking care of her brothers and their families, and now it was time to think about herself. Meeta remained silent. She knew that Madhukar had lost his wife during the pandemic and had 25-year-old daughter. Madhukar had retired from the railway 3 years ago. His daughter was worried about him and had refused to get married, saying she would not leave her father alone. Madhukar had suggested several matches, but she would always postpone the decision. Meeta understood Madhukar's hint, but what about her family? Where was her family? She was alone. Her brothers and sisters had their own families, but where was hers? Would her brothers, mother, and sister allow her to make such a decision? Society would criticize her, but what society? When she had joined the railway on compassionate grounds, no one had cared about her well-being. Everyone, whether in the office or society, had only thought of taking advantage of her. But she also had to consider her age. What happiness would she find at the age of 60? Her mind questioned her. But God has designed life in such a way that even the deepest sorrow fades with time, and the brightest joys also lose their shine. When she had joined the railway, she was under a lot of stress, but gradually her father's pain had faded. She had spent her life taking care of her younger brothers, and now her life was about to end. Would it just pass like this? Her body's desires did not trouble her much, perhaps because God has designed this cycle of life that way. So why should she consider Madhukar's proposal? Her mind questioned her. While she was working, she would laugh and talk with her colleagues, visit their homes, and spend 8 to 9 hours with them. But after retirement, who would spend time with her? Only close friends stay with you. They say that railway friendships last only until the signal. After that, you need a companion to share your joys and sorrows. Was Madhukar a bad choice for that? They could travel together. But what would Madhukar's daughter Anu think? Lost in these thoughts, Meeta fell asleep. The next morning, she woke up feeling heavy. Her hands and legs were aching. She applied for 2 days of leave and decided to rest. She spent the day resting, eating some khichdi and yogurt, and then slept again. A couple of colleagues called to check on her, and a friend, Archana, visited her briefly. Before leaving, Archana told her to get used to living alone, as no one would come to visit her after a few months. In the evening, Meeta made some coffee and turned on the TV. She liked watching news and music channels. Just then, the doorbell rang. She wondered who it could be at this hour. She opened the door to find Madhukar and his daughter Anu standing there. Madhukarji, she said, feeling shy. The house is messy. Please come in. She started clearing the clothes from the sofa. Let it be. A home should look like a home, Madhukar said as he sat down on the sofa. Anu sat on the chair opposite him. I was passing by and thought I should visit you. How are you feeling? Madhukar asked. I have been on leave for 2 days. I am not feeling well, Meeta replied. I am retired now, so I didn't know, Madhukar said. It's nothing serious, Meeta said. Please sit. I will make some tea. No, we had tea before leaving home, Anu said. So have you thought about my proposal? How will you live alone? Will you go to Chittor or stay in Indore? Madhukar asked. Meeta thought for a moment and said, I will think about it. Really? Anu was delighted. Anu, you too? Meeta asked in surprise. Yes, Meetaji. I don't want Papa to live alone. If you come into our lives, Papa will have a companion, Anu said happily. If you come, I will also agree to get married. Both of you can give me away at my wedding, Anu said, as if she was floating on a cloud of dreams. Meeta didn't take long to decide. Soon after, Madhukar and Meeta got married in a simple ceremony. Meeta also had the honor of giving Anu away at her wedding. The incompleteness in her life was finally fulfilled.